Blessing to the chosen. Take it off. I'm gonna take it off. This with that. Peace and blessing to the chosen. I wanted to talk about perfect love. Perfect love casts out fear. That's what the scriptures say. Peace and blessing everybody who's gonna tune in, who will see this. I don't think it's gonna be no long, drawn out message or nothing. I'm just sharing what's on my spirit, family. But the book tells us it say perfect love cast out fear. So when we understand that, it's a perfect love. All love ain't perfect. Everybody not operating with perfect love. Hold on. Let me bless my tea right quick. Bless my tea. Hold on. All right. Yeah, so perfect love cast out fear. Hold on, y'all. It's 9:43 my way. I don't know what time it is on y'all then. Get in some light. Get in some light though. But look, the book say perfect love cast out fear. And there's a lot of people who operating and the love not perfect because you fearful. You afraid with your love. You afraid to love your brother like that. You afraid to love your sister like that. You afraid to love your children like that. You afraid to love your spouse like that. You afraid to love your parents like that. Your friend, your neighbor. You afraid. That ain't perfect love. And the problem with that is, if you really love me and that love perfect, guess what? When it comes down to me doing something that I shouldn't be doing, or saying something I shouldn't be saying, or being in places I shouldn't be in, and then just even the war, you know what I'm saying? The war for the soul, bro. The war for the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You'll be willing to go to war for me. But you got people who, because your love not perfect and it's fearing it, you afraid that if you say this, you not gonna sound cool enough. If you say this, you ain't gonna sound tough enough. If you say this, it ain't gonna sound smart enough. That's not perfect love, man. You like, man, I don't know how they gonna take it if I say this or I do this. They wrong or they right. I don't know how they gonna respond if I do this. My friend told me this. L.A. Ron. Bro told me this years ago. He said, P, if a person, let's just say I listen to techno music. Let's just say I listen to techno music, right? When I pull up on you and you jump in the whip with me, if I feel like I gotta change that and turn it off, because I think that you gonna look at me strange, bro, that's fear in my love, bro. That ain't perfect love. I supposed to be able to be myself. And then here goes something else though, man. That perfect love that I have for you is what's gonna cause me, when you do something I don't agree with, I'm not gonna bash you about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have compassion on you. I'm gonna have compassion with you. I'm gonna have patience with you. I'm gonna try my best to empathize and sympathize with you. You know what I mean? That perfect love, You got people who lying to one another. You lying because you're afraid of what the truth might do. You're afraid that if you speak your opinion on this subject or that subject and y'all bump heads and disagree, that y'all no longer gonna be tight. The bond gonna change. That's not perfect love, family. That's not perfect love, man. It's a perfect love cast out fear. Let me pull it up, though. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna do it without Googling. Perfect love cast out fear. So I'm gonna go in my concordance. Perfect love cast out fear, man. So there's a lot of people you really don't even know this person like you think you know them. And the reason being because they got this fear. They got this fear about you. They afraid of you. They're afraid of how you gonna see them. Man, the only person we should be afraid of and whose opinion we should be concerned with like that is the Most High, bro. The Most High. Fear the one who can cast your body and your soul into hell. Hold on, let me find the verse though. Perfect love cast out fear. Let me see. Let's see. Stand perfect and complete as a man. Without us, spirits of judgment make us perfect. Patience have a perfect work. Good gift. There you go right there. 1 John 4 and 18. 1 John chapter 4 verse 18, bro. If I didn't love y'all, or rather if I didn't love the Most High, you know what I'm saying, I would be shamed in my speech. You know what I'm saying, the way that I'm from Memphis. You know what I mean? I can speak, you know, intellectual, intelligent or whatever, but I'm going to drop some mains in her. You know what I mean? I'm going to speak what I'm comfortable with. There's a time and a place for everything. Let's see. Yeah, so 1 John, family. 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. Man, hold on. Let me get 7 first. It said, herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love. Now you got to hear that, man. Shalom. It said there's no fear in love, Eric. He said there's no fear in love. So if you feel like you love somebody, you feel like y'all got love for one another, but you scared, you afraid to lose that person. There's a lot of people, right? They holding on to people and things because they afraid. They're like, man, I don't know what life will be without how would life be without you? Listen, man, when we give up the ghost, the spirit, you gotta go holler at the Most High. You gotta go give account. Bro, it ain't gonna be nobody at the judgment seat with you to be judged about what you did and how you moved. Let me read it again, man. 1 John 4 and 18. It says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear have torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. So sis, bro, if you afraid, bro, you afraid while you loving this person. You got parents that's afraid of the children. They saying they love them, but they afraid to correct the child. They afraid to tell the child where they went wrong at. You got children who they saying they love their parents, but they're afraid to tell the parents. The parents got to be receptive to correction too. The children afraid, hey Pop, you out of line with that one. Of course it's how you do it, hey Mom. Now you know that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? The children afraid of the parent. That perfect love cast out fear, man. But a lot of people operating, they thinking they got real love. If it's really real love, you should be able to, you shouldn't have to have no guards when you dealing with that individual, when you dealing with those people. But if you got a concern like, man, I don't know, they might think I'm lame. Like a lot of people. They say, man, you come around here talking about that Bible. You come around here talking about the Most High and prophecies and, you know what I mean? You get to talking about stuff like the mark of the beast and, you know what I mean? You just get to talking about spiritual things. Some people don't like that. Other people be afraid to talk like that. Not really understand, my bro. You really could save a soul if you just stood up and spoke like you supposed to about the whole thing. Some people, they ain't got no peace in their relationships. It ain't no peace in your marriage. It ain't no peace in y'all friendship. It ain't no peace in y'all sisterhood and y'all brotherhood, because everybody's scared of each other. Everybody's scared to keep it real. And when I'm saying that, man, when the Most High had this thing written, it wasn't for us to go and beat and pound somebody's head in or none of that. Bro, just be real. Be authentic. Come with love. How would you want to be approached? How you want to be approached, sir? Perfect love cast out fear. You walking on eggshells. Why you walking on? You shouldn't have to be walking on eggshells with people you love, man. We shouldn't have to walk on eggshells with people that we love. Because that means your love ain't perfect. I'm going to read it again. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love. Y'all got it? It's no fear in love, bro. It ain't no fear in real love. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be scared of. It's supposed to be a joyous experience. When you're talking about loving somebody. When you're talking about loving people. We talking about loving our people. It's so many people who ain't been reached with the word. Like a lot of the elders can't reach the young people because they afraid of them. They say, man, these young dudes crazy. They monsters, they demons. And they afraid to talk to them. But if you just came with love, man, hold up, man, I see my son when I look at this person. I see my own daughter. You know what I mean? I'm going to imagine this my nephew or my niece. So I'm going to approach them, not in no way of disrespect. Hey, man, let me holler at you, young blood. Let me holler at you, little bro. Let me holler at you, young man. And guess what? If they say, oh man, I don't want to holler, I don't want to talk to you. Old lady, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Man, at least you tried. Hey, shake the dust off your feet and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But it's too many people afraid. You afraid of the crackhead. You afraid of the junkie. You afraid of the lady or the man that's handicapped. You afraid of the dude who been to prison. You afraid of the dude, he look mean, she look mean. Man, these folks ain't even, listen, man, they people, man. They have good days, they have bad days. They not 100% immune to being sick. You afraid. Some people, when the world got shut down 2019, 2020, 2021, some people didn't even want to be around their loved one. They were too afraid of the plague. They got 2 masks on, riding in the car, by themselves. Or you went and pick your partner up or go holler at your partner, you got to have on 2-3 masks because you afraid. But guess what, man? Look, when it come down to war, soldiers and warriors, when I'm saying, man, I love my family, man, I love my brothers, I love my sisters, I love my people. I'll put myself in harm's way. When you love somebody, man, you will put yourself in harm's way every time, bro. Every time David went out there to go to war, Moses went out there, Hamashiach went out to teach, bro. These folks were putting themselves in harm's way for love, bro. Real love. Perfect love cast out fear. So if you fearful with your love, that's the message. I ain't saying I'm going to be long. You fearful with your love, bro. You can't speak your mind. You can't be, I think you can't be truthful. You know what I'm saying? You can't be clear. You can't be direct. You can't be honest. You can't even, look, you can't say, man, bro, I'm scared. Man, sometimes if you scared of something, hey, bro, I'm scared right now. If you really love this person, and if they love you, guess what? Oh, bro, you scared, man. Look, man, okay, we're gonna do something different. Or you, like, we're gonna drop you off. Hey, we're gonna work the plan a whole different way. What you scared of? Let's talk about that then. Perfect love casts out fear, but everybody ain't operating with no perfect love. Because people are afraid and they scared. Scared of one another, man. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear. Because fear have torment. You got all this stuff going on in your mind. You doing all this assuming in your head. You creating all these scenarios in your mind that ain't even came to fruition. You don't even know if it's gonna play out like that. So you end up sabotaging the plan. You end up sabotaging the success before you even make the attempt. Because you're afraid of what you think it could be. And then so fear, if we ain't afraid of the Most High, my brother, that fear don't come. That's an ungodly fear. That's an ungodly fear, man. There is no fear in love. But perfect love, not just any kind of love, perfect love casteth out fear. Because fear have torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. So again, if you coming in late, man, your friendship, your marriage, your relationship with your children, your relationship with your parents, or your relationship with your friends, if you got fear in it and how you loving them, that's what's causing it to be imperfect. That'll be the source of the issues and the problems. You know what I mean? You even have people where they like, man, they picking up and discerning on that you really feel something different. And they discern that you really holding your tongue or you holding back. And like, man, why he won't just keep it real? Why she won't just keep it real? You ain't got a lot to kick it like they say. You know what I'm saying? If it's a thing that we disagree on, lay it on the table. It's going to make it easier for everybody. I need you to know what I believe and what I think so that you can make a decision on whether or not you want to deal with me. I love you enough to tell you the truth. I love you enough to cut you off too. I love you enough to bag away. I love you enough to run to war with you. I love you enough to pray with you and pray against the witchcraft. I love you enough to do that. I love you enough to go on a fast with you, man. I love you enough to praise the Most High and clap my hands with you. I love you enough to praise and glorify Him without worrying about or being afraid what these folks think. I ain't afraid of that. So this the thing, one of the things I say, the people got to check themselves on. Perfect love casts out fear, man. The one who ain't operating perfect love, they tormented because they got stuff going on in their mind that ain't even real. You assuming, not even knowing the true outcome. Only if you stood on business, you actually voiced your opinion. You actually did keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You actually did say, no, I don't like that. You actually did say, man, you know what? I disagree with you. You will end up finding out that, oh, this person right here, they don't really love me. Some of the people being stringed along right now, again, because they say, man, I'm afraid to lose that woman. She's so fine. She's so sexy. What I'm going to do? What everybody going to say because I ain't got her no more. And on the flip side, the woman says, he's so handsome. He's so this, he's so that. You afraid to lose that man. If it come to that, it don't even mean it's going to come to it. That's not real love, man. That's not perfect love. That's actually being fake. That's actually being fake, family. Yes, indeed, man. But like I said, I wasn't trying to be long. That just was on my spirit. Father willing, when it get on my spirit like that, probably start dropping a little more often. I don't know. I just been on a charger though, man. I just been locked in, focusing on, my errors and trying to do better. And I don't always get it right, bro. I don't always get it right. I be failing too, man. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do know, win, lose, or draw, bro. This word real. This word real, bro. There's real power in it. You know what I'm saying? So, perfect love too, bro. Just remember, that perfect love without fear is going to cause me to visit you in a hospital. It's going to cause me to visit you at your house if you sick and you ain't feeling well. It's going to cause me to pray for you, man. It's going to cause me, that perfect love going to cause me to come visit you in prison. That perfect love going to cause me to pull you to the side. Hey, hold on, bro. Hold on, sis. The perfect love going to have me, when you say something to me, I'm going to listen to you. I respect your opinion. I respect that you disagree with me. That's what perfect love do. But when you disagree with a person who's fearful, they tuck their tail like, oh, okay. They don't never want to bump heads. They want to avoid all confrontation. They want to avoid every issue, any problem, any disagreement. They want to avoid it. Which is a point of wisdom to avoid conflict. But in certain cases, bro, you gotta bump heads. In certain cases, sis, you gotta stand up for what you believe in. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to contend somewhere if you saying you really rocking with the Most High. Be real with yourself. But perfect love casts out fear. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. Hey, get rid of the fear. Get the fear out your spirit, man. So that you can love perfect. Sir. Peace and blessings to the chosen. Shalom. Once I figure out how to stop this,